Hi everyone, welcome to my channel Atlantean Healing and Guidance. My name is Talia Jade and this is your pick a card reading for the week ahead. If you're new to pick a card readings or this is your first time watching a pick a card reading, stick around for this introduction where I'll explain how this works and how to choose the right card group for you and get a more accurate collective reading. For those of you who know what you're doing or have already selected the group that calls out to you the most, feel free to go ahead and click on the timestamp and find your reading. For those of you who know me and follow me on social media, you'll see that I do daily readings when I can. They're just quick sort of 5-10 minute videos on what the energy is doing that day or what might be happening on a collective level. I'm now at the stage where I want to expand what I'm doing to YouTube, and I want to take things a step further. I'm very limited in what I can put on social media pages, whereas on YouTube I can get much deeper into the readings and collective energies, and by doing it in a pick a card system you can take your own kind of approach. So it's one way to get you to be more involved in your own readings and where you find the right kind of guidance and insight for you, because you guys are choosing the collective reading that stands out to your energy. So you're therefore getting messages and guidance that are more specific to you and what you're going through and what you may need to know for that week. These readings are timeless, so if you happen to come across this video and it's different to the dates that I've got in the title, don't stress, it's fine. You've been brought here for a reason. You can still most certainly go ahead and follow through with the pick a card. Just doesn't matter if it's 6 months or a year from now. The whole idea of pick a card readings is to get you guys more confident and more in touch with your intuition and getting to follow the signs that Spirit plants for us throughout our day. If you're someone who's completely indecisive like me and could spend hours trying to decide like what to watch on TV or what to have for dinner, then pick a card readings are for you, because the more you get used to doing this and using your intuition, the better you're going to get at making quick decisions and not second guessing yourself or overthinking or overwhelming yourself. As you would have seen on the thumbnail, there are 3 groups of cards. I will mainly do 3, sometimes 4, but for now I'll just start with 3. I'll keep it simple. If you've been going about your day and a particular number has been standing out to you all day and then you come across this reading, then you may already know which card you want to go ahead with. If you see specifically 11s a lot, 1 plus 1 is 2, so you might just go for group number 2. You might be, like for me, I've been seeing the number 3 everywhere today. So if I happen to open my phone and scroll onto a pick a card reading, I would just pick number 3 because I am already picking those signs up all day. If you really want to leave it up to fate and you don't want to make the decision yourself, then you can roll a dice. You can pick a card if you've got your own card deck, and you can try and find a synchronicity in the colors or in the number and pick that way. Now, if after all that you still don't quite know which group to go with, I will be placing crystals on top. So we have the green Aventurine on group 1, Hematite on group 2, and the ocean Jasper on group 3. So that may either confirm the number that you were already leaning towards, and then you get a crystal that maybe stands out to you, or maybe you just bought it, or maybe you're even wearing it today, or you just like the name of it or the color of it. So just go with the flow, have a look. If you need to pause the video, please feel free to do so. And when you're confident that you've got the group that stands out to you, click on the timestamp and there you have your reading. It's not uncommon to resonate with more than one group. It's happened to me once before. I had 2 groups in a pick a card reading and they both resonated with me and they both called out to me, so I watched them both. But, if you really wanted to watch all of them, feel free to watch them all. As long as you don't get too hung up in all of the messages and all of the guidance and then start overthinking it. And then, you know, for some people that can be overwhelming and a little bit stressful, and then you have too much information, and then sometimes it's harder to make a decision. So please don't do that. Please keep it simple. Just follow signs that you might have picked up in your day, have a look at the numbers, maybe even close your eyes and then open them, and whichever group first catches your eye, go with that. If you do want to watch, like if you're more advanced with pick a card readings and you just love watching this stuff for entertainment, and you know how to pick out what resonates and leave the rest, then, you know, for those people, feel free to watch them all. So yeah, this is new. I hope you guys like the format. If you want to see something different, please let me know. Please comment any feedback. It really helps me to get these videos specific to, you know, what's going to resonate and what you guys relate to. I think the picker cards are quite fun. You know, I'll use different items all the time, so and different cards, of course. So each week you can kind of pop in on the Friday, select which card's calling out to you. Okay guys, here we are. We have group 1, group 2, and group 3. Group 1 has the green Aventurine. Group 2 is the Hematite tumblestone. And group 3 is the ocean Jasper. Okay, really cool looking stone, this one. It's got like, it even looks like sand and shell all in one. Okay, if you've yet to decide on your card group, please pause the video here and work out where you feel the energy calling you and which group will have messages in it for you. Welcome group 1. Let's get into your reading. I'm going to start with the oracle cards and then pull some tarot for your week ahead. First card. This is from the Spirit Oracle deck, just an inspirational card to get started. And group 1, your card says, today I consciously choose to think loving thoughts, take compassionate actions, and bring forth peaceful energy. So let's just take a closer look at this card, if I can get it to focus. Perfect. So we have this beautiful bouquet of flowers coming up and some squiggly lines up the top, but there you go. There's a closer look at the card. So already I'm getting, there's a need to look at the thought processes, what's going on inside your head. By the way, I'm sorry for the background noise, guys. My neighbours have just decided to do their gardening in the rain at the oddest hour of the day, and there's ambulances going all up and down the main road. So I don't know if this is to do with your energy. It just seems like there's some crazy stuff going on out there while I'm trying to focus on your reading, so maybe you have a lot of distractions. Anyway, the focus already I'm getting is mental. So either there's a lot going on in your mind, a lot that you're overthinking, particularly all these squiggly lines at the top of the card. It's almost like every single one is a thought or taking up precious mental energy. So the advice from Spirit is to not let that take over, and actually stop the thoughts. Like consciously say, okay, I need to stop for a second and I just need to think of a loving thought or something that I love. And I just need to take compassionate action. So maybe you need to go and put your feet up, or, you know, spend a minute rubbing like a nice hand cream into your hand, just something that shows yourself a bit of compassion. Make a nice cup of tea and bring forth peaceful energy. So if there's a lot going on, a lot of distractions, a lot of stress, it's hard, I know it's easier said than done, but just find a moment in your day to block all of that out and return to center. If you can do that out in nature, even better, because there's all the flowers, there's all the greenery here. Nature will help you to dispel some of that energy and just get back to center so that you can better go about your day. No matter how busy or stressful it is, you will have peace at your core and in your center, instead of getting lost in the hustle and bustle of things. Okay, next card we have is listening. Focus, yeah. So we have a woman wearing some very interesting gear. I actually just noticed that her hat, like in the present moment that she's wearing, looks different in the mirror. See, oh my god, the more I look at this image, there's just so much to unpack. I thought it was simple at first. So this woman is wearing just like a simple headcloth, right? And when she looks in the mirror, it's this huge golden crown with what looks like a dragon or a bird beak on the head of it. So I'm sensing like a wishing or a wanting for more than what you have. This could literally be as simple as not liking something about your looks and then in the mirror like striving for perfection, or wishing, you know, always like if you're looking at yourself, and I hope you're not group one, I mean we all do it, we're all guilty of it, it happens, you know, we look at ourselves and we're just like, oh, I wish I could change this. Or you look in the mirror and I'm like, I wish, you know, I looked like this photo or something. Like there's all these shooting stars in the background, like it's just wishing for this perfection that may not even be realistic. You know, this woman here without the crown is still beautiful, right? Let's have a look at the back. Listen to your wise self. Let your inner compass direct the course of your life. So in order to do that, now your wise self, you know, inner child, higher self, it can all, same thing, right? Different words, but it all means the same thing. So your soul or your inner child is wanting to connect with you, maybe wanting to come out. But in order for you to hear that, oh God, this is linking up so much to what I was just saying before. In order for you to hear that voice, you have to silence the outside noise, or else you're not going to be able to hear what your soul is telling you or your inner child is trying to say when it wants to come out. This could be like, you know, your mundane daily tasks, but for a child, you know, they look at the most simplest of things and it's like their imagination just goes wild. So I feel like this is saying to let that inner child come out, let your higher self come out, and let it guide you, because it will guide you to a more fulfilling and a more joyous life. This doesn't need to look as drum and dreary as it might, you know, compared to all the most fantastic Instagram things out there. But if you use your imagination like a child would, you can find like the beauty and the amazement in so many things. All right, seasonal harvest. Again, with the connection to nature, and this gardening tool that she's holding is shaped like a crescent moon. So, I mean, the moon is waning. Not quite that thin, but we are getting there. Perhaps, you know, by the end of the week, actually we will be. And then I'm pretty sure next weekend, the 27th and 28th, is the new moon. So by the end of the week, I do see you getting into nature, maybe even doing some gardening, maybe just buying yourself a plant or doing something grounding in the earth or outside in nature like a child, getting muddy, right? She's got like gum boots on, all of that. It is definitely the weather for gum boots if you're in Australia. And that is going to really help get this inner child energy back and just tune out all the noise and all the stress for a minute. You do also have some support here. The cat is keenly watching, so somebody is looking up to you. That may be children, friends, or someone who you might care for, but someone is watching you and they're just wanting to see you like bloom, wanting to see your energy come out. Possibly someone who's known you for a long time. Yeah, they would have known you maybe even when you were a child. So they know, you know, the depths of your imagination and the happiness that you are capable of. But when you're not able to hear that inner voice and when you're not able to ground and de-stress to the earth, you're getting overwhelmed, overburdened, and that inner child and that playfulness and that carefree and that peace just gets smaller and smaller and diminishes, and the more frantic, you know, stressful energy comes out like like what was going on at the start of your reading, okay? It was all just like, it was so hard for me to just look at this card and concentrate. I just couldn't, those sounds outside were really taking over. So, you know, a lot of the times we don't notice that, right? We're all guilty of that. Life gets busy. We do what we have to do to work and to look after everyone and to do this and that. And we often don't really consider what we need ourselves. But somebody sees you. They might even be saying to you, hey, look, I'm kind of worried about you. Or how can I help you? Or like, what do you need? Let's talk to someone. Let's have a fun day out. Let's do something. There is someone definitely trying to help you. And you may just need to accept their help, right? It's not anything to be ashamed of. Oh, I am noticing like the green Aventurine crystal as well, right? So much greenery here. You know, there's nothing wrong with needing help from time to time. So if someone's offering you the help or offering you the support, just embrace it. Tears of joy and sadness. Okay. This is a real bittersweet kind of card, isn't it? It's like you have a lot to be happy for, the tears of joy, but it's like there's also something hanging over you, some kind of sadness that you know, this person is holding a single cup in their hand. So it's kind of like the Ace of Cups card. They have a lot of love to offer. It could also symbolize new love. The Ace of Cups can be new love and also self-love, it signifies. Now she is looking at herself in the mirror. So I do feel like the message is to offer yourself some of that love. You know, you love and care for so many other people, but what about you? Or what about that inner child? A lot of us have childhood traumas that we, you know, can go through much of our adult lives not even recognizing and not even understanding the connection of how that interferes with our adult relationships, whether that's romantic, friendships, or relationships with family. So there's definitely a bit of a theme to childhood trauma here. Maybe there's just something that needs a little bit of healing, a bit of attention this week, or a bit of talking about, a bit of releasing to the earth. You've also got 2 mirrors here. Okay, both of these women are looking in the mirror, looking at the reflection. There's something that, it's like there's something that you're not happy about in your reflection. I mean, this cat looks happy. The cat looks very happy. Perhaps you might want to spend some time in front of a mirror, just looking at yourself, just learning to appreciate everything about you, even if there's, wrinkles or imperfections or whatever it is. Just have a look in the mirror and just stay there until you can comfortably look at your reflection and just feel a sense of peace and a sense of love for yourself, for who you are, for where you've come from, for what you've been through, no matter what that is, and also for your childhood self. It's okay. I'm also noticing the tattoo that this witch has. Am I going to be able to show you here? Can it focus? Okay, so that tattoo with the pentagram, the star in the center, it's the same as the earrings in this card. So many, synchronicities with the mirrors and the matching tattoos. This is a real twin-like energy. I don't know if you are a twin or it's your childhood self, your inner child and your, adult self, inner child or higher self, and your physical self. There's definitely a need to connect the two together, to see the patterns in the mirror, see the reflection, see the connection between the two. Because like this one says, listen to your wise self. Let your inner compass direct the course of your life. Somewhere deep in there, in the mirror, in your soul, is your inner child and your higher self that knows what is best for you and wanting you to find that in your life, and they will always guide you to what is in your best interest. But you have to connect with them. You have to de-stress and eliminate all these distractions of the environment around you and spend some of this me time, whether that's, in a mirror. There's a lot of mirrors. In the mirror, in your imagination. Maybe you actually are, because I'm just looking at this mirror and the little specks all around it are kind of reminding me of those stage mirrors that have the light bulbs all around them. You may be someone who has to perform, or maybe you're in theatre or something like that, where you have to go out onto a stage and you have to present yourself a certain way, but then it's like on the inside, or in the deep reflections of the mirror, there's some real deep sadness going on, probably from a childhood trauma, but we'll get to the tarot and we'll get deeper into that. But there's definitely a need to heal what's going on the inside. You're putting on a brave face, maybe to people around you, because, like this cat, you may have people looking up to you, people relying on you, having to go to work and do everything. You have to show up a certain way to function. And this is not sustainable, just by the way, guys. You can do this for a time, but you will burn yourselves out if you don't take that step back to look at what's going on the inside, what's happening in these reflections, and helping that pain. You can really get at risk of burnout. Group 1. What does Group 1 need to know? Oh my gosh. That's way too many cards. Sorry guys, excuse that. We might put that on the bottom of the deck and we'll come back to that. Okay. 10 of Swords. Wow. Definitely that sense of defeat, that burnout, right? I was just talking about being mindful not to get burnt out. This is pretty much a burnout card. And we're talking about swords too. So it's thoughts, words, mental capacity, mental health, okay? This is really important because this is what is keeping you stuck. This woman can't get up because these swords are literally holding her to the ground, right? It's heavy. It's too much to keep in your mind. And like I was saying, if you stay here too long, you could be at risk of burnout. That happens, right? So, I mean, as the card says, let's just focus on this for a minute. As the card says, everything is fine, right? So just let that replay in your mind. Everything is fine. Even if you're burnt out, even if the mental overload is there, she's still okay, right? She's looking at her phone, she's calling someone or asking for help, she's connecting to something that is going to help her get out of this pickle. So yeah, I'm just seeing much of kind of what we already picked up on getting help. 2 of Wands. You're at a crossroads, pretty much. Okay, crossroads. You know now, because it's burnt you out and it's too heavy and it's too exhausting and it's not serving you, you know that you don't need this in your life anymore and you're getting rid of it. So well done for that. It's the wand is being left behind. You've already turned your back to it. Whatever this is that sent you into this environment and burnt you out, it's gone. Getting rid of it. And what you're taking with you is the phone. Okay, so the phone is still there. Your support network, whoever you phoned for help, whether that's friends, counsellor, your social connections, right? They're coming with you. They're going to still support you. And you have the wand that you want to take forward. That is exciting. And this card, it is reversed. So I feel like there is, and we'll get a clarifier for this, there's something that needs, oh, okay, I'm getting it right. This needs to be left behind, okay? Once you leave that behind and embrace the new one, this card then becomes upright. You then realize what needs to be left behind, and then you're able to take on this new journey. And the new direction leads to harmony, to peace. The Temperance Angel is completely balanced. She has 1 foot in the water, 1 foot on the ground. So the emotions and the tears and the sadness are not taking over. So yes, we're acknowledging the emotions that come up for us, but they're not letting them take over. Remaining grounded, connecting to nature, and things flow. The water between the two cups just flows so much nicer. It may be a little bit of a juggling act at first. You might have days where the emotions take over, but then you also have days where you might not even have the emotional turbulence and you'll just be really grounded. So it is a bit of a, what's the word? What's it called? Trial and error. Oh, sorry guys, I'll get there eventually. It's a bit of trial and error, right? To get the right balance. But you'll get there. And that new path that she's looking towards, wanting to take, here it is. There's the path. And what's it leading to? The sun. Happiness. The ultimate happiness. Now, let's clarify what this Two of Wands is. What is this new path? Ooh, okay. Wow. Ah. Oh, all right, one more. Okay. Guys, what we have here, there is some family drama, something happening here with the family. We've got the Empress here in reverse. We've got the Queen of Pentacles and the Six of Cups. Now, the Empress is mum. She's divine feminine energy. She represents sort of, you know, loosely mum, okay? It could still be a father, because what we're talking about is energy here. So the Empress is the nurturer. She represents fertility, so birthing of something new or ideas. So she's the nurturer. She's the caretaker. Now, she has come out in the reverse though. So this Two of Wands, this new path that you need to take, an Empress reversed is mum who is perhaps over protective, controlling, overbearing, too attached, or mum is distant, okay, neglected. So you guys will know what resonates with you and what that situation means. This childhood stuff, I think it's pretty clear now to say that this has something to do with maternal influence in your life, right? That was toxic, basically. Sorry to get, that just kind of got pretty hectic and deep. But there's a toxic relationship with mum here that needs to be left behind. You, my group ones, are being represented as the Queen of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles is, just by the way, you might be an earth sign, Virgo, Capricorn, or Taurus, because that's Queen of Pentacles, or perhaps Sagittarius, because we've got Temperance Angel here. So anyway, you guys are showing up as Queen of Pentacles energy. So you are someone who, again, when I was saying looking in the mirror and they're just like wanting everything to look perfect, that doesn't just stop at your looks and what you project to the outside world or the work that you're doing when you show up at work, but also in the home. The Queen of Pentacles is a great host. She runs a organized, clean, maybe like quite luxurious household. Okay, she's very particular about her things, likes her finer things, but her energy is like the ultimate peace, like Temperance, harmony, peace. What this new journeys is going to bring for you. This is the energy you are supposed to operate from. It's calmness, it's peace, it's this frantic, influence, these words. Okay, maybe mum is talking to you and or talking about you, or just saying things that are causing stress, but this situation is toxic. I'm not saying to cut this person out of your life and, ignore your mum, like anything like that. Just needs dealing with, okay? We may not be able to change anything about this person, but you can change how you react. And that's what I'm talking about here. It's having the connection to your childhood self and your inner self, because this might not even be happening now. This could be from childhood, but you're, without healing it, without addressing it, without, working on those childhood traumas, they still affect us in adulthood. And this is what's coming up repetitively throughout your cards. Okay, there's also maybe an issue with a sibling. Okay, this might be like, oh, why can't you be more like your sister or brother or whoever? It's that kind of energy, that being compared to a sibling, or not getting as much as another sibling, something like that. Because again, the Six of Cups is in reverse. So you might even be having difficulty with a sibling of yours. This could also be mother-in-law, just by the way, like maternal influence, mum, mother-in-law, stepmom, whatever, grandmother, maybe even, I don't know. That's just the kind of energy here. But they're coming at you with toxic energy, which is nothing to do with you, okay? It's to do with them, and they're not dealing with their traumas and their issues. They are projecting, right? So you can still operate in this energy of calm, peace, no matter how much this happens. You are grounded. You're in that energy where this just doesn't affect you anymore, right? We've left it behind. We're now looking at a more peaceful life. Maybe let's clarify this. And we're probably almost there. I might just get one little guidance card to close out the reading. But what is the sibling issue? Seven of Pentacles. Moon. One more for the outcome. Oh, okay. Wow, guys. Group 1, what is going on? This is some serious stuff. Now, we have a situation with a sibling that is testing your patience, okay? You may have been waiting for a really long time to reconnect with a sibling. This could actually also, now I'm actually seeing this as your inner child, but you take it as it resonates, your childhood self or a sibling, something you've been trying really hard to possibly connect with them or work something out, and you're just not seeing results. And this moon card is coming in, this scary, kind of shadow looking figure coming out. It's triggering some insecurities, probably related to this toxic maternal influence and the childhood trauma that is showing up in your reading. But it's testing your patience. You have fears that it's never going to, show. Whatever you've been working towards, whatever you've been trying to figure out with this person, you've got these fears that it's never going to happen, or they're never going to come around, or we're never going to get along, or I'm never going to see them again, or whatever it is. It's really just triggering those insecurities. It may not actually be the situation at all. This is also a balance card, so because you've got Temperance and Six of Cups, we need to talk about balance. Are you giving too much thought or attention to this sibling or this situation than needs be? Is it reciprocal, right? Is it when they call you, you help them, and then when you need something, they're nowhere to be found? What is it for you? Because if that's the case, then the cards are saying stop giving to this situation where you're not being respected and they're not giving back, okay? Because it's stealing your peace and your harmony. This is your core. This is your true energy. This is beautiful. This is nothing wrong with you, right? At your center. It's external things that are causing you to lose your connection and your calm and your peace, and you're getting lost in everyone else's drama, basically. So whatever you need to do to find the time for yourself to reconnect with this and maintain this will help everyone. It may not change how these other people behave, and you can't control that, but you can control you. And eventually in time, you know, they will probably see you. Like I said, this cat is watching this person and they're completely at peace. And they'll be curious, like they'll recognize straight away the change in your energy because they know how to get a rise out of you in the past. And this time they're probably coming at you in this same energy, but you're not phased. So this cat is like watching this person, and look at the black hair. Wow, I just noticed that synchronicity right down this line here. Maybe you have black hair or dark hair or feel like dyeing your hair black. You know, but this center, this is nice. And yeah, this cat, this ginger cat is watching you and just trying to work out what you've done. Like they're probably like, what's going on? Like, why can't we get what we need out of this person anymore? Like, how did they get to this peaceful state that they're in now? They will get curious and they will eventually have to reflect on their own behaviors. The devil in reverse, so yes, seriously toxic situation here, but you're breaking free, okay, because it came out in the reverse. The devil is like feeling trapped, feeling chained to this situation, but reversed, you're breaking free from it, or it's definitely time to break free from this situation. You know what, actually, I'm going to get you guys a flower card because there's just so much going on here with nature and with flowers and really feeling the flower energy. Let's close out this reading. Narcissus. All right, you may have some narcissistic people in your life. But again, look at this person in nature. There's the path, right? There's the water and the pathway. You're looking towards the brighter, sunnier, happier path, leaving the narcissistic shit behind. And just because I can, let's see what message the book has for you with that card. Because I don't know this flower deck very well. Oh my god, this is perfect. Okay, it says freedom from the past, present moment awareness, reclaiming personal power, spiritual refreshment, and romantic love. Wow, this is just perfectly summing everything up. Breaking free from the devil, from the toxic influences in your life, and finding your power and your freedom, which allows you to sit in this place of peace. Let go of harsh criticism, negative self-talk, or trying to force yourself to do things that don't feel good to you. Be sweet to yourself, right? That's that take compassionate action. Be sweet to yourself. Think and speak kindly to yourself and take steps to comfort and nourish yourself as you would a dear and beloved friend. So when you're looking in the mirror and you're upset or you're hurting or you're disappointed or, you know, this negative talk is influencing you, be kind to yourself. Imagine if that was your friend you were looking at in the mirror and they were coming to you saying, oh, you know, mum this or sibling this or whatever the family issue is and how they're feeling. Like, what would you say to them? You would comfort them, of course. You would know exactly what to say to them to help them because they're your friend and you're outside of the family and you can see the situation and you can give them what they need to pep themselves back up and, you know, snap out of it. So, not snap out of it, but, you know, see a different perspective and reconnect to that. So why not do that to yourself? Okay? You are your own best friend. You are your own true love, right? The twin energy. You and your soul should be connected together. They're touching hands here. They're both holding the Ace of Cups here. It's about finding a new love and appreciation for yourself, just the way you are and just the way you're meant to be. It may be something from childhood that you were criticized about that is still happening now as an adult, and they're just like, oh, when are you going to grow up like your brother or sister or whatever? You know, it's actually none of their business. And it doesn't really concern them or affect their life. If it is a problem for you, you will deal with it. It's not really anyone else's concern. So that's it for you guys, group 1. I hope that helps. If that resonates, please like the video and subscribe if you'd like to see more content like this. Group 1, just before we close, let's talk about the green aventurine crystal for a moment. Green aventurine is very healing for the heart chakra. It will help you open your heart up to love again, especially love for yourself, despite emotional pain that has been inflicted on it previously. It's also a good crystal for emotional stability and balance, and also confidence. Okay, something that seems to possibly be creeping in here when you have to go out and face people, or perform or go to work or be in a, you know, on a stage or in a spotlight. There seems to be quite an element of almost anxiety here. So if you have any green crystals, maybe, you know, green jewelry, or if you could just wear some green clothes, anything green, that is going to help you, and nature as well. Okay, you have so much green in your reading with all these nature cards. Get out into nature to heal your heart and embrace some green crystals, or wear something green, okay, to help you open up that heart chakra to love and heal some of these anxieties and these emotional pains. Hi group 2, welcome to your reading. I'm just going to put your hematite crystal in the hands there. We'll get to that a bit later on. Let's begin. Beautiful. This is just a Spirit Oracle deck, and we have, let's have a look at this. My kindness is a gift I bestow upon the world. So beautiful representation of the earth there, and I hope you guys can see these rays of light shining out around it, so it looks like the sun. Okay, your ability to find kindness in everyone and everything that you do shines a light on humanity and on the world. It lights up people's day, people's worlds, you know, and like these leaves all falling here, that has a ripple effect. Okay, you say one kind thing to this leaf, and then they go and say that, you know, share their kindness with 3 other people, and it just multiplies and multiplies, and this effect grows throughout the planet and throughout the world. Every tiny little leaf or comment or something of kindness will multiply tenfold as it travels, because you've put that energy out there and you've put that intention in there. So I saw this thing on my Instagram that a friend posted the other day. It really does not cost anything. Or, it's really not difficult to just be kind and to just be nice to people. There's some people that, intention is very important, okay? Let's just say that. You all know when those people come around or come up to you and they say something like, oh, nice shoes, or just this random ass compliment when they just can't find anything nice to say, and they just it's almost sarcastic, like they're just, it's fake, you know what I mean? I'm sure everyone will be able to pinpoint a moment in their life when this has happened, when someone's like being fake kind to you or fake nice, and giving a fake compliment, or and it's just like, because you feel it straight away, the energy you pick up on, you're like, huh, that didn't actually make me feel good, that didn't actually lighten up my day or lighten up this moment and make me motivated to shine brighter and be happier in what I then do for other people. It just kind of if anything, it steals your energy, and you're just like, oh, is that even necessary? Like, just tell me what you want to say. Don't bloody beat around the bush. Don't be sarcastic. Like, don't be fake. Just say it almost. So yes, be kind. It's very powerful, but mean it. Okay, we don't just be kind for no reason. The intention needs to be behind it, or else that multiplying positive effect doesn't quite get there. Next card we have is patience. And it says, be patient, be willing to pass up good for great. Ooh. So kind of like I was saying, when you get those kindness comments or things that happen and you're just like, I feel like they could have done better, or I think I'm worth better than that, or I deserve better than that. Well, yes, you are, okay, because that's basic. Like, they're just saying that for no reason, or just to sound good, but you are actually deserving of far greater. And as the old saying goes, good things do take time. There is quite a significantly sized mountain in the back of this card here. Is that showing up properly? Let's just wait for that to focus. Can you guys see like that? Anyway, so you will have faced, quite a significant, or actually even a long, extended, difficult phase in your life. And even though this stuff is going on around you, you're still kind, okay? But I feel like you're not receiving, receiving something that matches the kindness that you've been putting out. Your intentions are pure, and you're helping people, and you're doing the right thing, and you're just not seeing it come back to you. Like, she's sitting here looking out over the icy lake. This looks like, cold, icy lake where things are just, sad, and the warmth of the sun isn't there. It's just cold and it's dreary, and you're kind of sitting there with your, holding your face in your hands, like, what is going on? It's a little bit like, what the hell, universe? What am I waiting for? Okay, they're just saying be patient, right? When the universe, first of all, when you're coming out of this energy and you're putting stuff out there to people, the universe sees that, right? It does not go unnoticed, especially that ripple effect that then helps other people, okay? So yeah, you might not be seeing the results of that, but it's showing up, okay? The fact that it's coming up in these cards and these readings, I'm picking up on the energy right now. Spirit is saying, we know, you're good at heart. We know you are this shining star that brings warmth to all the people around you, and even strangers or anyone who's lucky enough to cross your path. You are lighting up the world, and we have something in store for you. Just wait. That don't be afraid to pass up good for great. If you're getting something and your instinct is like, I don't feel like this is good enough, or I feel like I should deserve more for what I've put into it. Yes, go with that feeling. That's your soul. That's your inner child. That's spirit coming through to tell, like, wanting you to know your worth. Don't feel like you have to accept that because it's the only good thing that's coming your way. There is definitely something better. And it does take time. So have faith, have trust that the universe has your back. Okay, this deck is literally called The Universe Has Your Back. So whatever they're working on is probably so grand and so great that, yes, it does take time. It's almost like a test. Testing just how strong your brightness and your kindness and your heart is, and just how strong your trust and faith is in the universe, that it will come back to you. Because that's, like how I was saying at the start, how important intentions are behind this kindness. If you don't have the intention, the effect is not going to be the same. If you don't have the trust and the belief that good things are going to come back around to you and spirit is going to reward that behavior, then it's not going to happen. So believing is pretty much the whole point, like the main focus. It's all about the belief, the faith that you have to have, and then spirit will deliver. Okay, cleansing body and spirit. I'm getting a sense with this card that people, group 2, you might be, because you're so pure and so kind and operating out of this place of, unconditional love and kindness, you may be attracting people that don't have the purest intentions, like I was already picking up before. And what they're doing is they're actually draining your energy. There's a reason that these people keep finding you and keep coming to you, because it feels good when they steal your energy. They get this, it's like a cheat's way of getting a quick fix, a quick hit of endorphins, because instead of doing the hard work that they need to do to find their own, energetic boundaries and peace and connect with their intentions, they're just getting quick steals from other people that have already done the work. I hope that makes sense. So please protect your energy. It's very precious. You need this energy to be able to do this light work in the world and put out this kindness and be the gift that you are on the world. Don't go throwing it, letting, greedy people steal it for no reason. Protect your energy. Cleansing body and spirit. So baths, showers, literally showering. Water is very cleansing. When you're in the shower, you might want to have a salt bath or something to cleanse your energy. Or just think with intentions when you're in the shower. As I wash my body or my face or my hair or whatever, I'm releasing any negative energy that is attached to me, and renewing, my body, mind, and spirit. Also, there are a lot of things you can do to help your energy. Look them up if you need to. Candles are, the candles aren't lit in this card, but lighting candles is a nice way to connect to spirit, especially if you have a loved one in spirit that you want to connect to or thank for their guidance, or even just your higher self, But yeah, please protect your energy, cleanse your home as well, okay? Candles, incense, crystals, sprays. There's all sorts of ways that you can do that. All right, group 2, let's get into the tarot. This is quite nice, actually. Oh, group 1's reading was, my goodness, that was heavy. This is very nice. Oh, 8 of Wands, 8 of Wands. Aha. Okay, 8 of Wands. This is fast, exciting change or communication. Where this says be patient, right? Believe, trust that good things that you're deserving of are coming to you. The 8 of Wands is just like it literally is so fast. Look how fast this person is on the motorbike, and these wands are literally flying through the air. It is going to just suddenly swoop in out of nowhere. Okay, you're going to be so surprised. We have the Hermit here. Now, the Hermit is, you guys might actually be a Virgo. This is the Virgo card. Maybe an air sign, maybe a fire sign. And there's also water here. So really, you know, it can be anything. But you may have Virgo somewhere in your chart if you're not Virgo. And what the Hermit card is all about is realizing just how wise your soul is and just how wise your heart and your intentions are. This person is closing the laptop because they don't need how can I explain? Like, they don't need other people or external sources of validation for them to, you know, just be a good person and be in touch with their energy and give out their energy and be this bright star on the world. They know that they are who they're meant to be, and they're connecting with their higher self and their soul and their spirit, and they're living, oh my God, what is it that I want to say? Like, they are living a fulfilled life, okay? They are fulfilling their own life, because also the Hermit, there's nobody else here. It's like, you got you, and you don't have anything else to worry about. You got your own back. This also could be, for some of you, you may be going through a dark night of the soul, or have just, you know, come out of one. Like this Patience card, you might be like wondering, when are things just going to get better? Like, when am I going to get out of this dark period? You are. It's just literally so suddenly, either a thought is going to come to you, or you're going to hear good news, and it's just all of a sudden you're going to close that laptop and be like, oh, like, I don't even need to worry about this anymore. I can close that chapter because I've found everything that I needed to find in having faith and trust in myself and my path and my journey and my guides and whatever. It's all about trusting and having that faith in yourself. And what happens is the 8 of Swords is that prison of not being able to see something. And it's that self-imposed prison because she put herself here. So it's like almost choosing, you know, consciously or subconsciously, not to see something for what it is. But it is reversed. So in this trust and in this faith that you have for the universe, right, you can't see it, but you can feel it. You can't see that it's there. You're looking, you can't see anything. But the challenge is to feel it. When you feel it, you don't need to see it because you know it's coming. And that's why this is reversed. It's because what you didn't see before, you're now seeing that it's a feeling. Now, because I am just nosy, I'm going to clarify this 8 of Wands because I want to know what the good news is. I want to know what your reward is. If Spirit will reveal. that information. Ooh. Okay. People may be jealous of you, group 2. Ooh. All right. There's a lot of fire happening here. There are people... Oh, sorry, I'm out of focus. Hang on, let me bring the cards up. There are people in your life or workplace, perhaps, possibly some jealousy, some competition, depending on what you do for work. I mean, this could just be healthy competition. Maybe you and your friends really challenge each other, you know, each week. Like my friends at the gym, they every single week on their watches trying to see who can exercise the hardest. So it might be like a friendly competition thing where you're all helping each other out to, you know, to keep going, to push through. Or this could be jealousy. You know, people are probably seeing what you do, maybe even seeing you being nice to everyone and giving out all these compliments, and people might actually be saying to you like, oh, why did you say that? Like, you don't even know that person. Or like, why are you being so nice to them? Like, they did this to blah blah, or, you know, they're a bad person or something like that. And you're just kind of like shutting down this talk or this competition and being like, well, you know, why would I join in to, there's already too many hostile people in this card. Like, why would I get involved just because they are in there? It's like, you don't have to jump in there just because somebody told you to. Just because someone else is jealous or someone else was rude or someone else was something doesn't mean that you can't be kind. Because at heart, you are a good person and your energy is pure, and there's nothing wrong with giving that out to people. So don't let that influence you. Now I'm seeing some strong air sign energy here. We've got King of Swords. So the 3 butterflies at the top of the card is a transformation. The way you... this good news that's coming in, I feel like, 1, people are going to be talking about you, or be trying to get some of that, or be trying to maybe jealous. Like, people, friends that you haven't even talked to for a while might be coming out of nowhere going like, I want some of that. Like, where did you get that from? How did you get that? And this King of Swords is, I feel like it's reversed because you're actually being quite stern with them. This sword is dead upright, and it's almost like cutting all of that out and just being your most powerful and confident self here, knowing what to say, knowing what to do. And there's the 8 of Cups. Yeah, you are walking away from this stress or like fear of not knowing, where before the fear of the unknown or what you couldn't see or what you didn't know was there might have got you worked up. The 8 of Cups is, it's no longer going to affect you emotionally. You're leaving that behind and you're just trusting with this star and with this heart center. Let's just have a look at the bottom. I mean, that didn't really answer my question about what you're gaining, but let's have a look at the bottom of the deck. Oh, Temperance. Yeah, it's peace. Oh, this card, this card has come out for everybody today. Even my daily reading that I did on my Instagram. Temperance. It all comes back to your center, your inner peace, your harmony, your balance, your energy. Like, don't go throwing that away. Protect that. I feel like you already know, you feel this, and yeah, walking away from something, going towards something else. Ooh, justice. Okay, interesting. 10 of Wands. Wow. Group 2, you are closing out a chapter. There's that sword again. Sitting on their throne with that sword, balanced, finding the ultimate. These are like the 2 biggest major arcana balance cards right here. Walking away from what is draining you and taking only what you need. That one wand for support, 1 sword there. So it may literally be as simple as you just being your own support, or having one close person or close friend that really supports you. It's nice. Keep it simple, I say. All right. Let's get a quick flower card to close out your reading. Oh, I didn't talk about the hematite. The hematite crystal, okay, a weird message I'm getting from this is, I mean, I don't know what water, like if you drink tap water or pure tap water, but I'm getting a sense of to be wary of heavy metals in what you're consuming. So just, yeah, strange message I'm getting. But if you don't drink purified water, perhaps something to think about. Yes, hematite, it's a protective stone as well, okay? It dispels negativity, which there's seems to be a lot of external negativity that may be stealing your energy. So yeah, again, comes back to this, protecting your energy, balanced, finding harmony, okay? Hematite helps with that. There's also pyrite, like any of the metal crystals, they're very good for that, very protective, and bring in positive energy. Boost self-esteem, so perfect for these 2 cards, where you might even work in a, have something to do with speaking for a living, or work with contracts or law, just because the justice, but it showed up, it was on the bottom of the deck, so, you know, don't take that. You know, don't take that if it doesn't resonate, but just got to talk about everything that's coming up. So yeah, protecting energy, finding your harmony and your balance, and just being aware of what you're consuming. I mean, talking about like non-purified water, that's quite specific, but it could just be in general, you know, anything from drinking too much soft drink or eating too much of something, or, you know, just, it's just like a little reminder to just take a little care of that. Ooh, bougainvillea. Look at this, she literally looks almost like the temperance angel, except instead of pouring water from cup to cup, she's just got her arms out, like in this pure state of peace. Okay, she's standing in water. Water is emotions. Yes, it's cleansing in this bathtub here, but water in the tarot and in the cards always represents emotion, and this is like a whole sea of emotions. So, you know, no matter how emotional something is or what's going on around you, she is just this beacon of harmony and of peace, and that sun shining through in the top corner, like this is you. Look at the pink. If you have pink crystals, or if you could wear something pink, I mean, this is just such a perfect color for your energy. I can't get over how similar these cards are. You are a light to so many people in this life. you should be very, you should just be very happy with yourself, very proud of yourself. You don't have, I feel like you don't actually have any bad karma. Like you have not accrued any bad karma. If you have, I feel like it's been dealt with in that dark period. But you've learnt what you're meant to learn, and you have come out stronger and better for it. And you're now projecting that onto others. So perfect. All right, group 2, hope that helps. If this reading resonated with you, please like the video and subscribe if you'd like to see more like this. Thank you, group 2. All right, group 3, welcome to your reading. You guys had the ocean jasper. This stone is a nurturing stone, a protective stone. It's very good for emotional release. It's quite an uplifting stone, helps you release emotional blockages and bring in positive energy, and with obvious ties to the ocean, which is all water, which in tarot and in a lot of divination tools, water is emotions. So let's put an interesting start on your reading. Let's get into it. Your Spirit Oracle card is, actually you got 2 that came out with you. Oh, and look how similar they are. They both have these flowers, one's pink and one's white. I accept the gifts I've been given as a high service to the world, and I trust that my intuition is always leading me in the right direction. Wow. Group 3, you absolutely have strong ties with your intuition and connection to spirit. You may even be a light worker or have some kind of psychic abilities, because there's a clear tie here to gifts that you've been given that are used in high service to the world. Right? Very important work. And then trust that your intuition is always leading you in the right direction. So you're very close to spirit, very connected to your intuition. These flowers, the way they're rising up the cards, it's like they know, like it comes so naturally to you. Like flowers know the direction they need to grow in. They just follow the light. And that's what you do. You follow the light. And sorry, there's a plane flying over my house and my dog is shuffling around and making noises in the background. So just as we're talking about like going, you know, higher, rising higher, a plane is flying over. I don't know if you guys can hear that on the audio. Anyway, what was I saying? Yeah, being so in touch with your soul, it just, you know by instinct the right direction to take in life. And that's beautiful. That's so freeing. You clearly have a big following. Yeah, a big following, or your own community, or you might even like have, especially if you're a light worker and you have your own business, or you might do readings or do workshops or do meditations or energy healings or something like that, and have your own kind of community or group chat or social media page or something like that. But there's a lot of flowers here, and I'm just seeing like a lot of community involvement, maybe even global connections. Okay, let's keep going. Reflect. Okay. Keep your eyes open. Joy lives in small places. There you go. Keep doing what you're doing, group 3. Joy lives in small places. Like, Think about how large the ocean is and how tiny this little ocean Jasper is, yet the power and the energy that this stone brings, the joy that it's able to bring, and the emotional release that something so small can have such a large effect. Don't discount the basics, right? You are clearly very intuitive, very spiritually guided. You're a light worker, you have psychic gifts, and you may come across certain information or new things that come to light, and you may see something like, a basic crystal or something that just seems so like basic that, a monkey would know. It's probably a bad example, but like a monkey or like anyone these days would be able to tell you what a clear quartz crystal is, or something like that. I'm just trying to think of an example of something just so basic. Spirituality has been on this huge upwards trend in recent years, so yeah, everyone is really getting in tune with this stuff. You'll notice like stars and moons on literally everything in the shops everywhere, even tarot cards, clothing and things like that is everywhere. So while it may seem like some things are just a trend and they just seem to be everywhere, and you're just like, oh, like it's so mainstream or like it's just kind of like you're avoiding it because it's either too basic or too mainstream, and you just want to focus on growing like these flowers and just getting higher and higher and higher. But just don't forget how important reflection is. Don't forget to stop and look back and assess and just see what comes to the surface, because small little things or something that you might have looked over just so briefly because it was so basic might actually be critical to what you're going through this week. So keep your eyes open. Don't discount the small things or the basic things. Just be open to looking. There is a telescope in the background here. This person is not wanting to look through the lens and get a closer look at something. They're just kind of have their head in their hands and they're glancing off into, I don't know what they're looking at, something that's going off the card, and they're for some reason not wanting to have a look at this telescope and go and look back behind them. So there's definitely some kind of need or some kind of urge to reflect on your past or how far you've come, and get some important insight from what has already happened. Let's keep going. Ooh, meditation for peace and serenity. This card is very cool. And you got the ocean jasper crystal. And we have what looks like a very intuitive man here with his third eye completely lit up and awakened. Can you guys see that? Right, and he's making spirit symbols with his hands, and he's sitting there meditating in what is probably, like again I was just saying before, water in divination tools and tarot is emotions. So no matter how deep your emotions go, or how emotional the situation is in the environment around you, you are just operating from this amazing sense of peace and serenity, with the fishies and the turtles and everything going on in the background here. There is a crab here too, so I was about to say you might be a water sign or actually a Cancer crab, because I'm seeing clear themes happening here. There's a lot of water in this card as well. We do have some earth over here. But yeah, meditation for peace and serenity. I feel like you guys know how to do this stuff. You know how to meditate, you know how to get deep, you know how to stay calm in emotional turmoil. You do have the dog here, okay? So there is a loyal companion, a mentor or a good friend, somebody who is very supportive of what you're doing, and watching what you're doing. And you're also attracting, like all these flowers here, you're attracting life, the right kinds of life and energy to you. It's like you don't even have to do anything. In fact, I would actually encourage you, group 3, to do less, okay? To sit back and go into this meditation state, to look at something, look back on something from the past. Sorry about that, group 3. I just had to change my battery over. The battery just died on my camera. So let's just do a quick recap. Your Spirit Oracle cards were, I accept the gifts I've been given as a higher service to the world, and I trust that my intuition is always leading me in the right direction. So we know that you're on the right track. We know that you're doing the right thing. We know that you are connected to your soul and to spirit, and to Mother Earth, and you are following your heart, which is, you know, always wise, and you're following your higher self, and you are performing like you're working for spirit, for a higher power, for a higher purpose. Though you may have your own job, because I do feel like this is all you, like literally from the ground up, from a seed to a flower, like you did this all on your own with spirit and your guardian's help. Some of you may have an employer, you may be healers of a different kind, but the main energy I'm getting is, you know, a spiritual base knowledge and approach to what you do that helps others, and you work for spirit, you're performing a higher service which is going to benefit the world. So you already know that, even if you don't fully understand every single sign that's thrown your way, because I do feel like you are getting so many signs from spirit, like it's not even funny. Like everywhere you look, you're like, there's just symbolism, there's signs everywhere, because they're just so close. There's so much information to go over, which doesn't bother you, okay? You can easily read those signs and follow all that information. It's not a chore, it's not something that is a burden, right? It's embraced. However, there is something you want to know, something you want to know, or something that's been skimmed over in the past that I feel like is the key. I'm really feeling like this reflect card is just the center of your reading, and this could be just a childhood, like something in a deep deep in your soul, like in one of your very early lifetimes. It's pretty interesting. I've actually been thinking lately, like I would love to go and see someone and get a past life reading, because I am curious about, you know, I have my instincts, I have my my inklings, but I just would like that confirmation and just to hear a different perspective on a past life. So that might be something that you guys are thinking about, group 3, or something that will really help you to just take things to the next level, is past life work, or reflecting on maybe how you got to be here. But there's certainly something very significant about this card. I don't know how I'm going to be able to get this to focus, but let's give it a go. On the bottom of this card, oh, there we are. Alright, can you guys see that symbol on the crab? Like that writing or symbol? I mean at the start I can see the symbol. I don't know what this is representing. If anyone knows, please comment on it. Yeah, I think it just possibly says peace or meditation or serenity. If I can get this one. Now this post, This one just here. I had a close look at it and I can't quite get any symbolism from it, or a message. Perhaps it means something to you guys, or maybe you have a place where you've seen something like this and the message is to go back to that place. I mean, yeah, to me it's just a post with a pointy little top to it. Maybe that means something to somebody. Okay, I think we've covered everything in your Oracle cards group 3. I'm going to move on to the tarot. And let's see what else comes out for you. I mean, so far you guys are good. Like, you're really good. You're on the right path, 100%. You know how to stay in control in your energy. You know how to communicate with spirit. You know how to help people. It's just like this reflect card. Like, what is it? It's asking you to keep your eyes open for some reason. Perhaps it hasn't come in yet. There might be a sign coming in. Wow. Oh my god, guys, you are closing out a huge cycle. Alright, hang on. Let's have a look. These are all reversed. I'm feeling like if I'm just going to take a, since the focus was on, you know, don't skip the basics, I'm going to take a very basic approach to this. So, past, present, future. I feel like this is past. This is the dark night of the soul, perhaps, burnout. This is what you have overcome. I feel like that's past. 3 of Pentacles is where you are now, working hard, fighting for recognition. Yeah, there might be some criticism here. I feel like maybe you just need to hear someone say you are on the right path. I think that's what, because the words here, right direction, were just, it's like they just jumped out of the card at my and caught my eye. You are heading in the right direction. I don't know who needs to hear that, but somebody just needs confirmation. You have done the right thing. You are heading in the right direction. You know what you are doing, and the recognition is coming. 3 of Pentacles is amazing for work. Whatever you have built is going to bring people to you. People are just going to admire what you do. But I feel like you need to believe just how freaking amazing you are, and just how freaking amazing whatever you're doing is. So I don't know why else these would all be reversed. I mean, I think that's reversed because it's over. 3 of Pentacles is reversed. I think it's just a timing thing, like the wheel. This is coming to you. Just believe it is coming. Even if you don't see the recognition, I think that's what it is. Yeah, that's why it's reversed. You don't see the recognition. People might not actually be giving you the feedback. They might not actually be coming to you and saying it outright, but they're picking up on your energy. They're seeing things. Look at all these flowers. Okay, let's just for a second imagine that every single flower on both of these cards is someone's eyes. There are so many eyes on you and what you're doing, even if you can't see it. So I wouldn't worry about that. Just, you already know what to do. Keep following your intuition, keep going in the direction. You are absolutely on the right path. Spirit is very much, very much supporting this journey. And they're coming in here with the World. Okay, and also, actually it's card 21. I was about to say, it's 22. No, there's 22 major arcana cards. And in this deck, the Fool is 0 and the World is then 21. But what I was going to say is, for a second I looked at that and saw 22, and it is 2022. So I feel like this is your year to go big. This is your year to go global, and show the world a whole new you. Like, look at how exposed this person is, and they seriously don't give a F. They're like, what they have been through here has prepared them for this, because it's like there's nothing that can happen to them now that is going to be as bad as what they've already experienced. This is a rebirth. Dark night of the soul is gone. You're kind of, you might have actually a mentor who's helping you, which is great. I mean, they're showing up as very genuine intentions. They genuinely do want to help you. So if you do have a mentor like that, continue working with them. You have some great support. Work is looking really good. But ultimately, this is about your rebirth. Oh my god. This is so cool. Look at the infinity symbol, okay? Which is like an 8. We're in August right now. You are literally right on time. Right on track, right on time. In fact, August might be your rebirth moment. It's like, it's so close. All right, let's keep going. I just want to dig deeper into this reflect. Like, what's been missed? What do we need to reflect on? Page of Wands, Sun. Oh my god, 6 of Wands. 8. I'm just going at the bottom of the deck now because everything is like, is coming out, telling us a story. Page of Wands. You had just such a simple idea. You had to start all over again, somewhere in something. You had to start completely from scratch. You had an idea. I don't think you even knew what it meant, and you just trusted your gut and you went with it. And in that process, you found, well, you healed your inner child. I actually think you do have all the information that you need. It's not that something's missing. I mean, like I said about the past life stuff, maybe you do want to do that for fun, or maybe there's always a good reason to reflect on what we've been through and where we've come from. Sorry, my dog's wanting to join in on the fun. But there's always a good reason to reflect. We should always be reflecting. But when I say reflect, I mean reflect for the purposes of learning, understanding, recognizing, how far you've come or what information was beneficial to you. Not reflecting in the sense of, oh, I regret this, or I should have done this better, or I wish I did that. Okay, that's not reflecting. That's like moon card energy. That's like probably more like this energy of the doubts, the anxieties, all of that stuff, which I feel like you are done with. I do feel like that's behind you now. You're reflecting for a different reason. You healed your inner child. I think actually, I wonder if what you're doing, right, is something that you actually always wanted as a child. And probably as you grow up, like, you didn't even think twice about it. Like, you probably completely forgot about it and didn't even think about what you wanted to do as a child. And then now you've instinctively just followed your gut and you found this path, and you're now collaborating and reflecting on your path and realizing, like, oh my, like, you know, you're kind of like realizing the idea was so simple. It was obvious when I was a child because it made me so happy. Even if other people didn't, you know, understand it or didn't really support it when you were a child, because I do pick up that energy as well. It's like you kind of had to do this all by yourself with your own imagination. But it made you so happy, and it was such a simple idea, and it's always been there in your life, in your childhood, and it's just been forgotten. And in your reflecting process now, because you're getting so many signs and you're constantly looking at things from a different perspective and going, what is spirit trying to tell me? What do I need to know? How do I help people in the world? You know, and eyes are being attracted to you, whether you know that or not. I feel like on some level you actually do sense that people are watching you, even if they're not telling you, or you're not you know, getting the feedback or the comments or emails or whatever. But you do sense on some level that actually it's happening on a much larger scale than what it looks like. Like, it might literally look like you have like 2 followers, but actually you have all so many more. And actually you are reaching the whole world. So I'm actually feeling like that reflect card, I think you've already done it. Or you're in that process now. Perhaps this is where you are now. Yeah. Because I did want to say back to basics, past, present, future. You're reflecting, you're realizing the connection to your childhood self, you're making your own success, and you're about to go big. You're going to be busy. You're going to be very busy. There's the 8 again. 8 with the infinity symbol there, and then 8 of Pentacles on top of the world. Oops, sorry, that's out of focus. 8 of Pentacles on top of the world, which has the infinity symbol on the 8. It's almost like it's just been such a long time coming. Oh, excuse me. It's like it's been such a long time coming, but you're so, oh my god, what does my dog want? I have to walk him. He's getting you're so happy, and you should be very proud of what you've built, because you are building your own empire. You're building your own empire all by yourself. Yes, oh my god, look, the horse is the same. When you're a child, you probably like played by yourself, or you might have been like the odd kid out, or you had to use your own imagination all the time to create this happy like fantasy life. And now as an adult, you are channeling that same energy, and you are putting it to such an important purpose. And you're like, I experienced, you know, everything from in between your childhood self to your adult self. You were disconnected. I think that's what this reversal is. Oh, sorry guys, I keep going out of focus. It's my first video, be kind. But That's what the reversal is. That's the connection to reflect on. Reflect on how far you've come. From this child that had no idea that they were actually completely in connection with spirit and channeling spirit's energy, and that spirit has been guiding them, and your soul has planned this journey from, from birth. You have achieved your purpose. I mean, you still have, obviously, your lifetime to fulfill this purpose, but you at least know what it is now. You've reconnected from this childhood experience. Then you had to go off and live, the mundane societal life where, pressures take over and stress takes over, and you have to work and you have to study and you just have to make money and you just pay bills and you just go to work. And you did all of that, and you were just like, all of a sudden, it was literally like, this was like, all of a sudden, you're like, how the hell did this happen? Like, I had such a good upbringing, I had such a good childhood, I was so happy, and how the hell did I get here? But you didn't quit. Even when it seemed like that period was never going to end, you pushed through it, you reflected, you took the time out, you meditated, you got very comfortable with your emotions, right? A lot of people cannot say that. It's very difficult to be as sensitive as you are. I can't remember if I said that before, but yeah, there's a crab here, lots of fish. So Pisces, you might be a Cancer, Pisces, maybe Scorpio as well. But yeah, you discovered a way to be completely at peace, even when the world's emotions were on your shoulders. And you do have support from somebody here. Right? And you've now joined forces with your childhood self. You've come back into alignment. And the victory is yours for the taking. To go from the 3 of Pentacles to the 8 of Pentacles, I mean, there's not really... I know these cards are all reversed, but there's not really much better cards you can get in the Pentacle. Maybe money has been an issue as well. Because 3 isn't a lot of money. It's great for like progress in a project, but it's not very financially stable. Whereas the 8 takes a lot of work. You'll be busy. I feel like just all of a sudden, it's almost like all these eyes that are on you are just going to all want a piece of you at once, and you're just going to be like, oh my god, I can't do 8. I can't do 8 jobs at the same time. But the demand is going to be there. So you might actually even be turning people down. But just be careful with that, okay? Don't work too hard. Don't get too burnt out. But also, if you've been manifesting busyness, connections with the world, money, this is really, really, really nice. Really good. This is so good. There's almost like not much, not advice, but like in the other groups, there was work to be done. Whereas for you, group 3, honestly, the work is you've already done all the work. The work's already been done. You could almost just go dip yourself in the ocean or have a bath, just disconnect and just let the world catch up to you. Because it's like, I just literally feel like you have it all. You've done it all. You are just gonna, like, you should be so proud. Truly, this is quite an achievement. This is very special. Alright, let's get your flower card and let's close out this reading. Honeysuckle, oh my gosh. That's a hummingbird, isn't it? Is that a hummingbird? Yeah. Sorry, guys. Hummingbirds might mean something to you. Birds might be communicating to you. But the honeysuckle, like, your life is just about to get a whole lot sweeter. All the honey, all the pentacles, all the eyes, like, everything, you're attracting so much good stuff to you because of the energy that you're in. I'm just going to grab my book and let's see what other messages this honeysuckle card has for you. Honeysuckle. Oh, it says good luck. Okay. Like the energy of that 10 of Swords, wondering when is my luck going to turn, when are things going to happen. I really seriously do feel like it's now. It's August. There's 8, and then the honeysuckle here saying luck is about to turn. You are activating intuition, awakening sexuality, releasing sexual blocks. Oh, that's interesting. Good luck, letting go, endings and beginnings, prosperity, weight loss. All right, that's interesting. This card is a very auspicious omen. Significant doors of opportunity are open and the way forward is clear. Old stuck energy is dissolving away or has already dissolved, and divine blessings are making their way to you quickly and in great profusion. Experiencing good luck is your natural state. Like a river or a wind pattern, your life has a natural flow. When illusions of discord or stagnation have been cleared away, this flow is open and your life feels easy, positive, invigorating, and energizing. There may be some challenges along the way, but you bravely face them, embrace them, and find the precious blessings and wisdom they contain. Like the radiant, vibrantly colored hummingbird in the picture, you feel free to move swiftly and joyfully through life's many adventures, savoring the sweetness and the abundance of life. For anyone wanting some affirmations or just some little guidance here, I'll just read out the next page. I am lucky and blessed by my very nature. I allow positive conditions of all varieties to constantly increase and expand in my life. And I simultaneously support the constantly expanding luck and blessings of my friends, family, community, and planet. The object of your inquiry will be a success. The unseen forces at work are on your side. Opportunities abound for you. Old stagnant conditions are currently dissolving or have already dissolved. Move forward with confidence in the direction of your dreams. A lucky windfall or big break is on the horizon. Your divinely designed success is already present and available to you. Step into it now. Notice, appreciate, and make the most of your blessings. They are all around you. You are in the flow. Make the most of this by consciously expanding your capacity to experience positivity of all varieties. Let the past go and step into your beautiful new reality. Wow, group 3. This is so powerful. I hope that really was what you were kind of needing or looking for. To me, that felt very powerful. I hope it was for you guys too. Please like, or comment below if this resonated with you. If you want to see more readings like this, please subscribe. This is only my first pick a card, so yeah. If you found this video, thank you so much for watching, and I hope to do many more like this.